Kia ora, Mike Atkinson, tēnei. This presentation is looking at how to release a jammed belay device. Now, the context of how this may occur is a belayer might be belaying and get a piece of clothing, such as a t-shirt or cord off a hoodie, or a piece of hair, long hair, come down and jammed in the device. And this scenario is also included where the climber cannot get their weight off the rope. So the easiest solution here would be for the climber to take their weight off the rope and the belay pulls out what's jammed in there. But in this scenario, they can't do that. One of the key things with any rescue scenario is to always go for easy options first and leading into more complex. So always start with easy options first. Easy options for this scenario might include getting the climber to unweight the rope, getting back onto the rock momentarily, pulling out, just literally physically pulling out what is stuck inside the device, whether it's a t-shirt or a piece of hair, or getting other people around you to pull down on the rope going up to the climber to again momentarily take the climber's weight off the rope while you can pull out what is stuck in there. The most likely time this is going to happen is when you're lowering a climber, right? And especially if they have an overhang where they can't get back onto the rock, that's when you might go through these steps. So step one is on your belay device is to take the dead rope, piece of rope that you never let go of, pull through a bight of rope back through your belay device like shown in the image there. Once that loop of rope is pulled through, pull it upwards above you and then tie 3 half hitches around the rope that's going up to the climber. Then make sure you have a tail of that piece of rope coming out of the half hitches that's from your fingertips to your elbow long. Once the belay device is tied off with those half hitches, you can take your hands off the rope. Once you've got your hands free, then you attach a medium-sized prusik to the rope above you and clip that end of the prusik into your belay abseil loop with another locking beaner. You can also use a mechanical prusik or some other device and clip a sling into it, or a cow's tail works just as well. Slide that prusik knot up. Now that prusik knot can be a Klemheist or a classic, it doesn't matter. Slide it up as high as you can and sit back or lean back on that prusik. What we're trying to do is get the weight off your device and onto the prusik itself. Once the weight's on the prusik, you can now untie the half hitches on your device, making sure that you never let go of the dead rope. You can see the arrow here pointing, so you never let go of this piece of rope here during this process. Even though there's no weight on it, you never want to rely the whole safety system on one prusik. Now you want to stand up, pull down on the rope going up to the climber and take in as much rope as you can. Right, so again, you're trying to get the weight off the Klemheist or off the prusik and back onto your device. So taking in and locking off. Once you've got the weight off the prusik and back onto your belay device, then tie the device off again with the half hitches, just exactly the same as you did in step one. Once you've tied those half hitches off, you can take your hands off and take the prusik off the rope. The last step is to, now for the prusik off the rope, is to untie the half hitches. Now remember that the weight is now going to be back onto your belay device, so you want to make sure that very last step, when you undo that last half hitch, there's going to be quite a bit of pressure on that, but you never let go of this piece of rope here, the dead rope. Okay, so you can see in the slide here, her brake hand on that rope that she never lets go of, and then holding this is where the last half hitch was undone, and she's about to let go of that and then lock off, and then you can continue lowering or belaying as you would be. Some final thoughts on any rescue situation. It's better to not get yourself into the situation in the first place, and so risk management is always better than crisis management. So any rescue scenario is always crisis management. So for this scenario, the most common way of the belay getting jammed is hair or clothing, and that's easily preventable. by having your hair tied back and not hunching forward. So as soon as you hunch forward over your belay device, your baggy t-shirt or your cords from your hoodie look like they're caught inside the device. So make sure your shoulders are back when you're belaying and you're not hunching over the device and your hair's tied back.